actually quite rusty, so I cannot guarantee that this will be a successful attempt. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got some exciting updates for you today in respect to my comic. Some good, some bad. Let's talk about the updates. The good news is that my chapter 1, all 36 pages have been sketched out and are ready to be inked, and I'm really happy. I have been working on it for quite some time. Okay, we've got the prologue, we've got the chapter 1, we've got the cover page, and the only thing that is left now are the rest of the chapters that make up the volume 1. This is chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4, which I split into A and B part, but they are still going to be part of the first volume. Now, the bad news is that my trusty iPad mini has died on me. And I actually lost my thumbnail sketches of chapter 2 and chapter 3, which I prepared in advance for myself. And this is a setback, I'm not gonna lie. I was quite upset to see that my iPad has suffered from the black screen of death since it's relatively new. I got it at the beginning of this year precisely for my project, and now it's with the technician. Keep your fingers crossed, maybe they'll be able to save it, but they weren't as hopeful when I was talking to the technicians. They basically told me that chances are I'm just going to get a brand new device. I have to redraw and reimagine again all of the thumbnails for chapter 2 and chapter 3, which is a bummer, but I'm trying to be optimistic over here, and maybe now that I've got more knowledge, more experience, these thumbnails could potentially be better, and I hope they will turn out better than they were before. But what we're going to do today, and what my hopes and plans are for the rest of the year, is of course to try to get as much things ready for the first volume. So for the month of August, we will start with inking actually this beauty. This is the cover image of the volume, the first volume. There is going to be a future video of me working on the thumbnails. You have that to look forward to. But today we are starting with inking, and I couldn't be more excited. I'm actually quite rusty, so I cannot guarantee that this will be a successful attempt, but no matter, we will still try it. So I'm jumping here week apart from the last footage you saw to basically wrap up this video and give you a bit of an update of what I ended up doing and how this piece actually is progressing. You probably saw me already fixing some of the mistakes. There is plenty of them here, but what I learned the most while working on this one is that I shouldn't be afraid to make mistakes, because there are things like white ink and, you know, these things serve basically as erasers when it comes to inking mistakes. But this guy's face actually went through a lot. I had to redraw one of his eyes and eyebrows, and you know, some of this dries out a bit more yellowish than the white of the paper. But you know, I keep telling myself, like, if I really hate it, I can always redraw it, because I have the blue sketch, original sketch, so there is nothing preventing me from testing things out on this one, figure things out, and then if needed to redraw it all over again. What I also did is I ended up taking a photo and printing it on a regular paper, like A4 size. The reason why I did that, originally when I drew this piece, I didn't have a real clear concept of light scheme that I want to go for, so I decided I would like the light to come from the right, and I tried to figure out how that would look like on this piece, but I'm struggling a lot with the drapery, so now I'm sort of left like guessing how I ought to place the light. And I spent the week actually doing some studies on how the drapery and the light on the drapery on the different materials would work. But one of the best advice, I think, in this case scenario is to just take a reference photo with any type of drapery that I have around the house and position it under the light I would like to have. So this is something I still need to do to really figure it out. What is something I want to try for this piece, which is a material I actually don't have. I want to try applying screen tones, and because I want this character to sort of be in the background and with this ominous like glow in his eye, I want to put like a screen tone over it. Now I tried with my grayish alcohol marker, and of course this paper is not designed to do this, and these were not like Copic markers that you can blend them flawlessly. But I was still thinking, if I'm trying something new and if I'm trying to make this work, why not try how the real mangakas and comic artists are doing it with the screen tones. I'm not too happy. There are things I'm happy with, there are things I'm not happy with, but what I'm planning to do is I'm planning to cover this character in screen tone, the drapery of the horse in screen tone, and I want to try this character's hair as well. I don't know if you see him, it's this guy here, because his hair is usually black. Well, usually his hair is black, but I thought with the screen tone I could try to do with the X-Acto knife like the little light scheme, so maybe it would look cool. There is of course a chance with everything of this that it's going to be a complete failure. I considered the metal helm of the horse to be a failure. I think I completely messed it up, but you know, if I really hate it, as I said, I could either paint it in white ink and try again. But I like how his armor sleeves turned out. I think that's decent enough. I think we will then wait till the screen tones come and we'll have a part 2 of trying to finish this piece. With that said, if you want to continue to follow the story of my comic coming to life, please consider to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao!